That as a little bit of a miscue with an internet cord getting pulled out. But back on the air here on MVI Live from Charleroi, and we are deadlocked at 16 here in set number 2 with the Commodores and the Cougars. Frazier up 1-0. Again, sorry about that miscue there, as sent away by Frazier, eating up Scoble and eventually out off the hands of the right side hitter of Pro. (17-16), Frazier leads here in the set. Frazier line drive, service error, 17's on the board. Eddie sends it over. There's Yock to Hartman, far side Vaughn. And out of bounds as Vaughn unable to get a hand on it, and it's going to be Cougar point, and Charleroi up 18-17. 18-17, Charleroi leads set 2, 1-0 lead for Frazier. As Eddie sends it up and over, dug out by Yock a little far. Grayson saves it high. There's Schultz off of Eddie and down, and we're deadlocked at 18. Frazier had a pretty big advantage at this point last set, but then Charleroi came back. 1-0, the Commodores lead. As here's Vaughn again. Vaughn line drive over, handled by Scoble to the middle, Klisch over and out, as wisely letting it go was the junior libero Molly Yock. 19-18 now the lead for Frazier. Grace Vaughn, the sophomore, once again gets set to send it away. Vaughn, right hand up and over, and it's a service ace again for Vaughn. 20-18, Frazier back up by 2, thanks to the sophomore Grace Vaughn. As checking into the game will be McCullough for the first time today, replacing Reese Eddy. Vaughn again, Vaughn dug out McCullough there, short chipping it over. Frazier. Now it's Grayson, far side, sets Stefancic off of McCullough, one-handed over by Klisch, returned by Yock, stuffed back down by Klisch. And it's 20-19. Relentless was Charleroi on that sequence. As checking back in is Shields. Short line drive, almost perfect, but Frazier digs it out. Stefancic right hand over, short, far side, Pro to the middle. There's Klisch, right hand. Dug out Molly Yock a little far, but Grayson slams it off of Pendo and out. Give the kill to the sophomore Grayson Hartman. And it's 21-19. Frazier 4 points away from a set 2 victory. Took set 1 26-24, and 24 kills per match, is still sitting on the bench right next to her parents in Jensen Hartman, the All-State player a season ago, also two-time All-State softball player, as off the antenna, and the Commodores increase. It's 22-19. Also a big shout out and thank you to Ashley Abbott for everything she did to help set this up, getting us here and allowing us to come stream this evening from Charleroi. Again, their new athletic director as well, as Pendo, back row, Vaughn, set by Grayson, middle, Braylon Salisbury, returned by Short. There's Vaughn, Grayson sets it middle, Braylon Salisbury sends it out on the near side, 22-20. Up and over Vaughn, now it's Grayson Hartman, chipped over Molly Yock and out, as it's 22-21. Still a 1 point advantage for Frazier here, set number 2. Yock has it, eat her up, and it's another ace for Kira Short. Or excuse me, make that Emma Klisch picking up the ace. She'll try once again a 22-22 game. As there's Salisbury, Grayson, far side. Stefancic got it as Maddie hits it into the Bermuda Triangle of Charleroi Cougars. (23-22), Frazier leads set 2, up 1-0. There's Grayson. Grayson, right hand over, short. Now it's Pro, bumps it near side. Shields runs into one, blocked by Salisbury, and then blocked and returned out. Solaski asking for a touch, so is Coach Abbott, to no avail, and it's set point for Frazier, 24-22. Here's Grayson Hartman. Grayson, right hand up and away. Hartman, service error. 24-23. Charleroi once again must find a way to score here to force extra points for the second straight set. It's going to be Alexa Pro, the sophomore, sending it up and over with the right. Salisbury, now it's Grayson, far side. Maddie Salisbury has it deflected along. There's Pendo. Back row sent up and over. Yock towards the front of the net. Grayson sets it behind. Salisbury, and extra points again. 24's on the board. Same scenario we saw a set ago. Frazier a chance to close. They could not. Went to extra points. Frazier was able to go to 25-24 as Yock sends this one to Hartman. Back to the middle. Salisbury off of short. Saved by Shields. Back over. Vaughn. Now it's Hartman. Far side. Stefancic. Dug out by Pro. Pendo bounces it middle. Short. Now it's Salisbury. And the Commodores let it fall, and it's set point for the first time tonight for Charleroi at 25-24. And a timeout called by Coach Mandy Hartman. Charleroi set point. Frazier. Some late miscues, but the Charleroi Cougars all sorts of momentum right now, looking to take set number 2, as it's been a back and forth set really since Charleroi took a 11-7 advantage. Frazier was able to claw it back, make it a 14-all game, and since then, it's been back and forth, back and forth. No one really getting a stranglehold here in set number 2. Went 24-22 at one point, and then after that, Charleroi 3 straight points now to have themselves at a set 2 set point, looking to tie this one at 1 set apiece. Frazier has to score here if they want to keep it alive. It's going to be Alexa Pro, the sophomore, at the stripe. Salisbury, Vaughn, and Yock back row. Hartman, Braylon Salisbury, and Stefancic front row for the Commodores. Pro sends it up and over with the right. Grace Vaughn. Now it's Grayson Hartman. Free ball over by Vaughn. Short. Now it's Pro near sides. Aaron set for Shields. Free ball. Vaughn. Grayson Hartman middle. Salisbury hammers it. Dug back out. Over and out. And it's 25. The Commodores stay alive here in set 2. Maddie Stefancic, she's been the best server tonight for the Commodores. Showed glimpses of that as a sophomore 2 seasons ago. As bumped back and bumped out. Set point for the Commodores. Back-to-back scores for Frazier. 26-25. And another timeout used by the Charleroi Cougars. That's their final. As Coach Abbott will talk it over, as Frazier probably as good, or saying as good, probably better than any other team inside this section that Charleroi is in. Really the 2 you circle with Bentworth, Best Center, Brownsville, McGuffey, Washington, and Yock. And then the other 2 you look at that I did not mention are the 2 teams you really worry about in this section if you are Charleroi. You have Southmoreland, who is not necessarily great volleyball players, but they have a ton of very talented young athletes on that team, why they are so lethal. And then, of course, the Waynesburg Central Raiders, who have been good for years now. As there's Stefancic. Frazier will actually still play both of their former section rivals. As there's Yock saving it. Now it's sent over. Free ball, Stefancic. Pro, far side, up and over. Free ball, Grayson. Now Maddie sets it for Braylon. Braylon for the set win. No. Free ball, short, long, and the Commodores. It's a 2-0 advantage. 27-25. The Commodores take set 2. And they're 1 set away from the sweep when we come back right here on MVI Live.
Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. The right brands, price, and advice since 1946. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress is the Mon Valley's choice for selection, service, and savings for over 75 years. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. You're going to like us a lot. We guarantee it. G-Force Athletic Club free after-school youth boxing program for ages 10 to 18, located at 338 Fallowfield Avenue in Charleroi. G-Force's certified USA boxing coaches provide training in amateur boxing, running, and weight training. G-Force also provide a positive environment and Christian mentoring for our rising generations. For more information, call 202-262-0584.
Back here, set number 3 is upon us on MVI Live as the Frazier Commodores up 2-0. As very exciting back and forth set. Charleroi proving they could be a force this year inside that section. I said, really, this is a team better than any team inside their section this year, and Charleroi is hanging with them. Of course, Jensen has not played here tonight, but sorry, I was being yelled at by the aforementioned Jensen Hartman, saying I think she's going to go insane with the way these 2 sets are going, or these sets have went so far, I should say. But going back to my point, Frazier beat Waynesburg twice last year. Carmichael's dropped down with Frazier. Southmoreland, they played Frazier very well and actually almost cost Frazier a section championship last year on the road at Southmoreland with how well they played. So Southmoreland, a lot of good athletes, not necessarily a ton of volleyball players. And then Waynesburg, definitely the favorite inside of that section. But besides that, you have to, like, if Charleroi can continue to play like this and clean up some of those mental lapses, that this can be a team that definitely could cause some damage, be effective, and have a bit of a run and a bit of a say in the outcome of their section in 2A this year, as they'll get right into things on the 30th with a game at Southmoreland. And I think a big disadvantage for Charleroi going into that game, as if those of you who've been in this gym where I am at right now, the ceiling extremely high. At Southmoreland, the walkway around here at Charleroi, the ceiling is probably at the top of the glass around the walkway. Not a very tall ceiling at all at Southmoreland, so that will be a disadvantage definitely for the Cougars. As Molly Yock has this as we are underway in set 3. Grayson up over, saved by Shields. Now it's bumped along by Eddie. Free ball over and on the line by Kira Short. And for the second set this evening, Charleroi makes it 1-0. Frazier up 2-0 over the Charleroi Cougars. As there's Molly Yock. Grayson, far side. Salisbury, the lefty, across her body, got it over. Reversed to Eddie. Eddie got it as Reese Eddie hammers it down. 2-0 lead for Charleroi. Second 2-0 advantage of the evening for the Charleroi Cougars. Do or die time for Charleroi here in this one, down 2-0. Line drive service error as Alexa Pro. One of those unforced errors Jess was talking about that Charleroi has to avoid, especially come section play. And when they would take on the Scotties on the 30th, they cannot have. As here's Maddie Stefancic. Stefancic right hand up over, dugout. Now it's controlled and chipped up and over. Molly Yock set off by Grayson, far side. Salisbury tries to adjust, but too far out of her reach. Grayson Hartman hasn't had as clean of sets as we've seen in the past, but again, taking the likes of Jensen Hartman out of it does throw a huge wrench into the thick of things for Frazier. As you know, so much last year it was Grayson to Jensen, not many other people getting a ton of sets. So you get used to that sequence, that rhythm, as Grace Vaughn off the mark that time by making it 4-1. Definitely kind of makes things a lot harder, but this is a good preview for Frazier, minus Braylon Salisbury, of what this Frazier team will look like a season from now. And Maddie Stefancic as well, but getting an early taste this season of life without their senior star, as a little far out of the reach. Frazier gets some help back from Charleroi. It's 4-2. 4-2, set 3. Here's Braylon Salisbury. The senior, again, one of a trio of sets of sisters here on the Commodores roster. Braylon and Maddie both have seen action today. We've seen Grayson, we've seen Molly Yock. Allie Yock has not played, neither has Jensen. As off the net, onto the floor, Charleroi back on the board. It's 5-2, the Cougars lead here in set number 3. Sophia Salaski, left hand up over. Now it's Hartman, far side. Vaughn hammers it home. Grace Vaughn makes it 5-3. Now they'll turn things over. Maria Felsher, the righty, sends it up and away. Dug out there by Scoble. Back row, it's Pendo, Avery Pendo, dug out by Stefancic. Now it's Grayson. Middle, it's sent over by Molly Yock de Libero. Far side, Eddie up over, dug out by a diving Yock. Saved by Felsher, chipped over by Grayson Hartman. Now it's taken by Pro, near side short. Dug out by Felsher, saved by Yock. Free ball, Grayson Hartman gets it up and over. Far side, Pro. Bumps it near side, short, hammers it down off the fingertips of Molly Yock. And it's a 6-3 advantage for Charleroi. Now it will be Reese Eddy, her team up 6-3, down 2-0 though here in set 3. As there's Grayson to Vaughn, Vaughn dug out. Bumped along by Eddie. Now it's sent over by Pro. Stefancic. Now Grayson. Far side. Vaughn right hand. Got it again. Another kill for the sophomore Vaughn. And it's 6-4. Frazier inches ever closer. Big kills at a big moment for the sophomore Vaughn. As, again, if you are the Charleroi Cougars, you can't allow anything else to happen. Have to put an end to any kind of Commodore run before it starts, as Angelo checks in first time this evening, sent over off the hand of Pro, and it's going to be a double hit on Charleroi, making it 6-5. Again, it's Vaughn, dug out by Pendo, near side, short. Yock with the dig, bumped along by Angelo, over, sent right back, saved by the right hand of Vaughn. Now it's Grayson, far side, Angelo right hand, sends it long. Charleroi back up by 2, it's 7-5, set number 3. Must-win set for the Charleroi Cougars, down 2-0. Shields in, Scoble back out. Dug out off the serve by Vaughn, saved by Angelo, over by Grayson. Pro from the middle, sets it, Klisch hammers it off the hands of Frazier, off the net and down. Make it 8-5. Charleroi having their way in the early goings here of this one. Still down 2-0 though to Frazier. There's Vaughn, now it's Hartman, middle, Schultz, dug out by Pendo, right hand hook over. Frazier, there's Hartman, far side, Angelo, got it! As Angelo gets the doors back on the board, it's now 8-6. Up and over by Yock, there short. Now it's sent by Klisch, and let's see the call. It's a double hit contact again, giving the Commodores points once again. There is Pro, and sent long off the attack by Shields. Eights on the board here in set number 3. As over by Pro, Hartman. Now it's Frazier, bumps it far side, Angelo. Dug out by Eddie, bumped along, that's back row for Short. Short, dug out by Angelo, set along by Hartman, back for Angelo, off the give and go, Short. Now it's Eddie, back to Short, charging up, palms it over, and now it's a violation there on the Commodores, and it looks to be Salisbury, making it 9-8 in favor of Charleroi. Emma Klisch at the line. She has been one of the better Cougar servers tonight. Vaughn might have saved the ball going out, but they get it to Angelo. Dug out by Short. Bumped along by Shields. Back row Short. Hammers it long, and it's tied at 9. 9-9 game here, set number 3. 2-0 advantage for the Commodores. Going to be Grayson Hartman's turn at the line. Frazier out, checking back into the game for Frazier is Maddie Salisbury. As almost an ace, great save there by Short. Now it's Hartman to the middle. There's Salisbury, dug out by Pro, bumped along by Shields. Middle, it's Eddie, dug out by Molly Yock. There's Grayson, setting it near side. Salisbury, dug out by Pendo. Now it's Short's turn, hammers it into the net. And it's 10-9, Frazier takes the lead for the first time in set number 3. Up 2-0. Must-win set for Charleroi. All have been thrilling, went to extra points, and easily could be a 2-0 set advantage for the Cougars as an errant set attempt by Pro on the far side overled the middle hitter in Sophia Salaski, and it's 11-9 and a timeout called by Charleroi. We'll take a timeout as well right here on MVI Live. 2-0, the Commodores lead the Cougars.
Planet Roof, Pittsburgh's top roofing company, goes above and beyond to give customers the best experience possible. At Planet Roof, we pay close attention to the quality of our work in your home. Our roofers are committed professionals with years of experience who will go above and beyond for all of our clients' needs. Because at Planet Roof, we love what we do. For more information, contact us today at 724-243-3297 or visit our website, planetroof.com.
Back here on MVI Live, 11-9, your score in the third set. 2-0 lead for the Frazier Commodores here on MVI Live. Alex Lyons with you here. Multiple volleyball, soccer games throughout the course of the season. Of course, our full Friday Night Lights schedule here on MVI Live. It's going to be a fun season of fall athletics as the Frazier Commodores looking to start this volleyball season off the right way. Trying to go for a 3-0 victory over Charleroi. Grayson Hartman will do the honors from the service line once more. Hartman, right hand up, over long, service error out of the timeout by Grayson Hartman, just what the doctor ordered for Charleroi, making it an 11-10 game. Two set, none advantage for Frazier. Right hand shot by Pro. Unique serving sequence by Alexa Pro with Salisbury as it dug out. Pro bumps it near side. Shields cross body. Got it! Hits the back line. McKenna Shields. 11's on the board. Get another look at that serving sequence by Alexa Pro. Throws it up with the right. Adjusts back to hit with the right as well. As you see the spin right hand up and then hit with the right by Pro. This time it results in an error, a little bit more unconventional, going all right hand for the righty instead of an alternating hair and throw up to the hit by Alexa Pro. But it seemed to work for the sophomore setter, as now it's going to be another chance for the Frazier's senior McKenna Stefancic. Dug out by Pendo, bumped along, Pro, chipped over by Eddie Grayson. Now it's Salisbury for Braylon Salisbury. It's handled by Shields. Now it's short, off the top tape, 4 hits on Charleroi, and it's a 2-point advantage again for the Frazier Commodores. 13-11 your score in favor of Frazier. 2 sets to none they lead. Maddie Stefancic once again at the service line. Looking to continue her success. Stefancic, right hand up, over. Now it's taken near side, controlled, cross body, Eddie, dug out by Stefancic, return and in. Great individual effort by Maddie Stefancic. And it's 14-11 Frazier here in set number 3. Remember, stay tuned though afterwards for our Highway Appliance Player of the Game here on MVI Live. As Stefancic sends that one over again. Pro near side over. Salaski off of Yakin out. A much needed kill for Sophia Salaski. And it's now 14-12. As Salaski will head to the service line looking to cut into this Commodore advantage. Instead make that Shields, actually almost a serve out of order, which would have been very bad for the Charleroi Cougars. Instead, it's McKenna Shields, fires that one up off of Yock and off the net and down. As it's a service ace for McKenna Shields. Shields fires it up with the left, hits it with the right, gets over. Yock controls. Now Hartman sets it. Grace Vaughn again off of Shields and out. The sophomore gets another kill. It's 15-13 in favor of the Frazier Commodores. Now here in set number 3, 2 set to none advantage for Frazier. Braylon Salisbury. 12th kill of the match, matching her jersey number for Grace Vaughn. As Hartman near side, Salisbury. As it's bounced far side into the net by Eddie, and a hitting violation, 4 hits for Charleroi, makes it 16-13. And, you know, when you have a girl who averages 24 kills per set, you can't replace that really with one individual. Grace Vaughn doing her part, picking up 12. We've seen Stefancic get kills as an errant serve by Braylon Salisbury, makes it 16-14. Hartman's picked up a couple in the middle in Grayson, and, of course, some by Maddie Stefancic. So the trio of Vaughn, Stefancic, and Salisbury have done their best to try and help make up for the production of Jensen. Hartman as another errant hit by the Commodores, makes it 16-15. And if Grace Vaughn can continue production like this and be in double-digit kills per match, add that to Jensen's 20-plus, you're going to be in for a rude awakening in 1A, as off the back foot, Maddie Salisbury allows Charleroi to tie things up at 16. And now it's going to be Sophia Salaski, the lefty. Throws it up with the right, hits it up and over with the left. Salisbury. Hartman and Vaughn collide. Yock sends it over. Now it's Pro, near side, short. Off the deflection and out. Charleroi back on top at 17-16 here in set number 3. Must win for Charleroi. First lead in a set for Charleroi since 9-8 back earlier here in set number 3. All 2 sets thus far have went to extra points. Yock. Now it's Hartman, chip shot over, return by Klisch, saved by Yock. Saved there by Grayson. Free ball over. Yes, just got over by Stefancic. Right hand of Vaughn now saves it. Hartman and 2 Cougars collide. And we're tied at 17. Seventeen's in set 3. 2 set to none advantage for Frazier. Maria Felsher, the senior, basketball player along with a softball player for the Commodores as well. Jump serve, service error. Make it 18-17, Charleroi hanging around looking to force a 4th set for the 2nd straight year against the Commodores. Eddie sends it over, Molly Yock. Now it's Hartman setting it far side. Grace Vaughn dug out by Scoble. Set by Pro near side. Kira Short over the service line. 18's now on the board. 18-18. Set number 3. 26-24, 27-25. Frazier in the first 2 sets. Now it's Grace Vaughn, the sophomore. Vaughn up and over. Now it's Pro near side. Short got it. Kira Short is not allowing the Commodores to get on any sort of run here in set number 3. It's 19-18. Scoble out, Shields back in. Kira Short, who just gave the Cougars the advantage, will head to the line. Still down 2 sets to none overall. Short, top tape service, ace. No. Side out is the call, and it's 19's on the board. Almost perfection for Kira Short. So side out, Frazier with the ball. Molly Yock, right hand over, dug out. Now it's controlled to the middle. Klisch over. Grace Vaughn bumped along. That's Grayson Hartman back to Vaughn. Free ball sent away. There's Pro. Set to the middle, Klisch, dug out by Hartman. Now it's Salisbury, bumping it middle. Vaughn wants it, has it into the net though. 20-19. Charleroi back up by 1. Pendo out, Salaski back in. Trading points. Since 16-15, we've really went 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. See if that sequence continues. It does not. Back-to-back scores for the Cougars makes it 21-19. And here's the surprise. There comes Jensen into the game. So Jensen Hartman, weren't sure if we were going to see her play here in this one, but the 25th year head coach will turn to her senior leader and daughter, Jensen Hartman. Grayson takes it over herself. A lot of intensity on the face of Hartman, gets her first touch, and it's errant. And it's 22-19. Again, Jensen looked up at me in between set 2 and 3 and said she is going to go insane sitting on the bench. Was going stir crazy. I'm sure there was a lot of convincing going on to the right ear of 25th year head coach Mandy Hartman by Jensen Hartman to let her come out on the floor. Just playing it safe right now, I think, is the Commodores bench boss with Jensen Hartman, who, again, dealing with some injuries that kept her from catching most of softball season, but still stayed as an outfielder. So it tells you how good of an athlete Jensen is. Now lines up in the middle of this front row, but again, we saw Jensen warm up. Didn't play set 1, didn't play set 2, but much more than just a 24 kill per match player. The Commodores floor general, their leader on the courts, is making her season debut here in set number 3. There's Grayson, far side. Jensen tees it up and sends it long. 23-19 now. First hit attempt for Jensen. And it's a different look. The velocity that Jensen has compared to anybody else on Frazier is much higher. Service error, though, by Klisch makes it 23-20. we'll say off that first hit, besides it airmailing high off the hit sequence by Jensen, opening up that wrist instead of finishing down with the follow through, kind of like shooting a free throw. If you leave that hand open, you don't get the rotation. With the same thing with volleyball, if you don't snap that wrist down, you're not going to get that strong kill. You may get the power, but that's it. As Jock digs it out, saved by Vaughn Molly, and it's going to be 4 hits and set point for Charleroi. Frazier needs the next 4. It's 24-20. Set point for the second time today for Charleroi. First one here in set 3. Frazier needs a 4-0 run. Grayson, there's Jensen. Jensen got it with the changeup. First kill of the season for the senior. 24-21. As Coach Hartman will take no chances allowing Jensen to serve, though, so she will quickly come back out for Madison Stefancic, who has been absolutely spectacular today from the service stripe. Needs to go on a 3-0 run minimum. But it starts with 1. Salaski. There's Grayson. Far side, Vaughn. They need it, short saves it. Pro bumps it, and that's going to be trouble. Sent over the antenna, and Commodores do get 1. And it's 24-22. The Commodores now need 2 more to force extra points. (24-22) as that was outside the antenna. Stefancic over. Now it's Pendo. Pro. Chipped over by Eddie. Stefancic. Now it's Hartman a little far. This could be trouble. Stuffed down. And off the deflection into the net went Vaughn. And set 3 goes to Charleroi. And you see some frustration on the face of head coach Mandy Hartman after that set 3 loss, as first set loss of the season for Frazier. And it's 25-22 fashion that Charleroi does indeed take set number 3, forcing set number 4. We'll take a break, come back. We'll have possibly the 4th and final set of the evening right here on MVI Live.
Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. The right brands, price, and advice since 1946. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress is the Mon Valley's choice for selection, service, and savings for over 75 years. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. You're going to like us a lot. We guarantee it. G-Force Athletic Club free after-school youth boxing program for ages 10 to 18, located at 338 Fallowfield Avenue in Charleroi. G-Force's certified USA boxing coaches provide training in amateur boxing, running, and weight training. G-Force also provide a positive environment and Christian mentoring for our rising generations. For more information, call 202-262-0584.
Back here from Charleroi High School, Charleroi needed a set win. They got it to keep us alive. So we will go to a 4th set. Again, still must win for the Charleroi Cougars. As, again, we did see Jensen come in at the end of that set. Had 2 hit attempts. One went long. Again, didn't snap that wrist down. The other one was a changeup, but an absolute howitzer ability from the outside if they do indeed decide to put her back in this set. And I think you won't see her unless you see a sequence in the latter stages where it is, such as 23-19 like we saw in that last one. But a lot of life and momentum after taking a set for the 2nd straight year from this Commodore team, as Frazier will look to rebound and finish it in 4. But the serve will belong to Charleroi to start here in this possible 4th and final set. Again, next MVI Live broadcast will be on Thursday. That due to the fact that we will have 3 broadcasts on Saturday, so that is why our next one will not be till Thursday. So we'll go Thursday, Friday, 3 on Saturday here on MVI Live. So still 4 stream dates in this week, but Valley Sports Guys podcast tomorrow. As that one up and over, there's Vaughn. Now it's to the middle. Salisbury gets the kill. Braylon Salisbury on a mission to start. And it's 1-0 Frazier in set 4. Maddie Stefancic. Up with the right, and Stefancic gets it over. Now it's Pro, near side short. Bumped by Yock. Hartman sets it to the middle, Salisbury. Dug out by Short. Pro sets it near sides. McKenna Shields off the tape. Hartman saves it. Now it's Maddie Salisbury over. Deflected back Stefancic. Now it's Grayson. Far side. Vaughn hammers. Got it. Grace Vaughn again. 13 now for Vaughn. And it's a 2-0 Commodore lead in set 4 as Grace Vaughn picking up the offensive production. Over by Stefancic, set by Pro, and a miscue double contact on the set, and Frazier. 3 straight. Going back to the last set, Frazier's now scored 5 of the last 6 points. As Stefancic over, dug out by Pendo, but Charleroi did win that last set as Vaughn saves it. Hartman back to Vaughn, off the give and go, off of Pro and out. 4-0 run to start for the Commodores. On a mission here in set number 4, wasting no time as another kill for the sophomore Vaughn. Stefancic, right hand service error. An inch higher, that's most likely an ace, just catching a piece of the tape, but not enough on it. That ends the 4-0 Commodores run to start. 4-1, and that will turn the serve over to McKenna Shields. Sophomore outside hitter up and over, Yock. Now it's Grayson. Reverse to Maddie Salisbury, and off of Pendo and out. Frazier right back on the board, it's 5-1. Here comes Addison Schultz, the freshman middle hitter, back in. She replaces Molly Yock. Braylon Salisbury, right hand over. There's Scoble. Eddie towards the stand, back into the court of play. Free ball over by Pro. Set by Salisbury, set by Hartman. Grace Vaughn again, this time blocked down. But it was into the net, forcing the whistle by Vaughn. Make it 5-2. Here's Salaski, Sophia Salaski. The lefty sends it over to the near side corner. Grayson, they'll set Grace Vaughn again off the front wall. Arms weren't tight by Klisch, and it's a 6-2 advantage for Frazier. One of those sequences for Emma Klisch. Got to get to the spot early, and it was kind of still moving when that ball came across, forcing the errant hand position and the kill for the Commodores, as there's an ace by the libero Molly Yock. Or excuse me, Maria Felscher, excuse me. And a timeout called by Charleroi. As the Frazier Commodores having their way so far in the early going of set number 4, 7-2, as they took that punch in the face to get the Commodores really moving in all directions. But 26-24 extra points in set 1, 27-25 extra points in set 2, 25-22 set number 3. That was the only one Charleroi won. It's the only set we did see the Commodore senior leader Jensen Hartman. But on the other side of things, we've seen a great job at the service line and setting for Pro here in this one. Just kind of got to clean a couple things up in the front line if you're Charleroi, and this could definitely be a different outcome right now. Kira Short, the sophomore outside hitter, has had an outstanding game for the Cougars so far. Probably been their best player along with Pro. And again, both of them are just sophomores, so it tells you what else you have along with Pendo and Scoble, who've seen and Shields. So the majority of girls on the court are underclassmen for Charleroi. Sophomore to sophomore, but the Commodores, Vaughn guts the free ball over, Short to Pro, give and go with Short, dug out by Molly Yock, the libero. Hartman punches it over. Now it's Pro, near side, make it far side, Eddie deflected. Stefancic, now Grayson, to Vaughn, and is it deflected? Yes. So the Commodores do indeed get another kill, and it's 8-2 in favor of Frazier, up by 6. Once again, Maria Felsher, the senior, gets set to send this one away. Felsher up and over with the line drive, right-hand shot. Now it's sent long. As I think a miss by the Charleroi scorer, but the head official did say that did sail along by Kira Short, making it 9-2 Frazier. Here's Maria Felsher, over and out, service error, and the Cougars get that point right back. It's now 9-3. Charleroi needs to find some life here if they do want to stay alive in set number 4 and force a 5th and final set here this evening. As that one up and over, there's Felsher, set by Grayson, far side, Grace Vaughn, sends it to the near side, playing the angle game to no avail. Now it's Avery Pendo, free ball over, Felsher, Grayson, set for Vaughn, far side, deflected and down into the net off of Klisch. Again, late to the spot was the Cougars' front line, double digits for Frazier. And it's all about timing as Jensen back into the game, replacing Stefancic. And the reason timing is so important with that, if you are late to the spot and try to jump, that allows a gap, about a 2-foot gap, in between the body and the net. So any deflection, instead of being slammed back to the other side of the net, ends up pinballing off the net. Change up by Jensen. And Jensen Hartman's second kill of the match. Make it 11-3. But that's why this timing's so important, that sequence of rotation when somebody moves where you got to go, so you can be on the spot on time to prevent errors like that. And again, if Charleroi cleans that stuff up, they will be a force to be reckoned and should be a playoff team inside their section. As free ball sent over by Jensen Hartman. Now it's taken by Pro. Up and over, controlled by Vaughn. There's Jensen. Middle row, Molly Yock up and over with the free ball. Scoble. Now it's Pro, near side. Short runs into one, deflected off the hands of Addison Schultz, make it 11-4. As Charleroi, a much-needed kill there. Kira Short needs to find a run from the service line. Vaughn, now it's Grayson, sets it, Jensen, change up again, got it again. It's been the off speed working for Hartman here in this one. All 3 of Jensen Hartman's kills have come with the off speed, as playing the little finesse game. And when you can do both, it can be very dangerous. As Pro sends it over, Grayson, Felsher bumps it, middle line, it's controlled. As from the 10-foot line, it was sent over by Vaughn, and the point goes to Frazier on double contact. 9-point advantage, largest by far either side here in this one. Two set to one lead for Frazier. As Short to Pro, bumps it middle, and sent over and out by Klisch, and now the lead is up to 10 for Frazier. Frazier looking to make quick work here in set 4. Molly Yock once again. Right hand over. Now it's Pro, near side, off the mark again was the sophomore Shield. And Abbott will burn her final timeout. 15-4, Frazier leads here in this one. As the Frazier Commodores looking to start this season 1-0. Again, last year made it all the way to the WPIAL quarterfinals, and probably a team that could have made it further depending on their seeding. And that was something I remember talking to Coach Mandy Hartman about when the seeding came out, that they got rewarded with being in the same quadrant as North Catholic, that they didn't mind being on the same side of the bracket as them, but it was the fact that they got quadrantized in the same side that they would have to face them in the quarterfinals after already getting rewarded with having to play South Park, who was an excellent team that probably got a lower ranking than they should have. That was kind of a tough draw in last year's playoffs for Frazier, that they definitely had the capability of being a semifinal team, but just never got that chance due to their kind of way the seeding worked out as probably one of the top 4 teams into a skill-wise a season ago. Jacques has that one. Pinball off Pendo as they were trying to let it go long, so a service ace for Molly Jacques. 16-14. Molly Jacques. Right hand up and over. Eddie, Pro, sets it middle, Klisch. Off the hand of Hartman, now it's Jensen to Vaughn. Vaughn chips it over. Shields was run into it, she saved it, and 4 hits the call on Charleroi, as I think that all went downhill for the Cougars after Shields got bumped off the ball, so a weak first contact, and that kind of threw things out of sorts for Charleroi, making it 17-4 Frazier. There's Short. A little set. Klisch a little late to the spot, but got it off the bounce, and she can't believe it. Her face says it all. Utter surprise by Emma Klisch as a lucky roll makes it 17-5. Klisch sends it away. There's Vaughn. Set by Grayson. Middle. Salisbury picks up the kill past the left shoulder of Rossetti. And it's 18-5 Frazier on top as Maddie Salisbury replaces Maria Felscher. Now it's Grayson Hartman to do the serving. Jensen on the near side. Salisbury on the middle. Maddie Salisbury far side with her sister Braylon as set by Pro. There's Salaski sending it long. As an error and hit by Sophia Salaski. And Salaski, excellent athlete, one of the better pitchers inside the Mon Valley. Sophia Salaski, a big reason why Charleroi softball team was very good a season ago. As there's Avery Pendo sending the free ball over Molly Jacques. Now it's Grayson, far side, Jensen. Change up again, the off speed pays dividends for Jensen Hartman as she finesses it home. Adjusting in the air, everyone thinking fastball, and then you go off speed. So hard to guess or readjust when you're guessing for the speed, and you get that. As near side, Jensen, now it's Grayson, back to Jensen, there's the speed, dug out by Short, great job there, free ball over and long. 21-5 Frazier here in set number 4. Grayson Hartman once again. Grayson right hand away. Dug out. Bumped along by Pro. Back row. Up and over. Diving dig by Jensen. And unable to corral it was Shields on the other end. 22-5 now. Frazier looking like a well-oiled machine here in set number 3. Wonder if a challenge was issued to turn up the intensity during the set break. As there's Jensen, readjust, goes cross court, dug out by Shields. Pro chips it over. Grayson, now it's Maddie Salisbury, far side. Jensen unloads, buries it off the arms of Eddie as it eats her alive. 23-5. Jensen Hartman got to be one of the top killers in this match for Frazier, and she's played not even a full set. 6 kills for Jensen Hartman. 5 this set. There's Grayson, near side. Salisbury sends it long, and it's 23-6. Grace Vaughn gets it now, far side. Jensen over. Back to Hartman. Jensen Now it's Grayson, near side, Maddie Salisbury up and over. Now Pro sets it near side. Eddie gets it along. Now Grayson, far side. It's Salisbury off the hands of Pendo and out, and it's match point for the Commodores. 24-6. Jensen will leave, played about maybe half of one set, ends with 6 kills, showing she's ready for what could be a Terrence senior year if she can put that together, which she's been able to throughout the course of her career as Pendo. Now it's Pro. Salaski into the net, and the Commodores finish it off 3 sets to 1. Your final score, 25-6. Your final score in set number 4 as the Frazier Commodores go to 1-0 after 2 exciting back and forth extra points, set 1 and 2, where Frazier came out victorious. Set number 3 went to Charleroi as they were able to claw that one out. Frazier came out on a mission and absolutely dominant. Set number 4, 25-6, flexing their muscles, saying that they are the top dog in the Mon Valley. As we'll take a break, come back with your Highway Appliance Player of the Game, and send you on your way right here on MVI Live.
Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. The right brands, price, and advice since 1946. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress is the Mon Valley's choice for selection, service, and savings for over 75 years. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. You're going to like us a lot. We guarantee it.
Back here on MVI Live as we'll get you your player of the game and send you on your way. As your Highway Appliance Player of the Game here this evening will go to Madison Stefancic of the Frazier Commodores. Excellent at the service line was the Commodore senior Stefancic, as Frazier wins it 3-1. Grace Vaughn leader in kills here this evening. Jensen Hartman finishes with 6 kills in about a third of a set. So when it was on a tear, 5 kills in set number 4, excuse me. But Frazier victorious 3-1. Second straight year they downed Charleroi 3-1, and they move to 1-0 as they'll be back in action on Saturday at the Franklin Regional Tournament, playing sets and some tune-up time. Next game will be at West Green on September 6th for Charleroi. Their next game will be against Southmoreland on the road. But on behalf of everyone here at MVI Live, I'm Alex Lyons saying thanks for tuning in to our first volleyball contest of the year. We'll have more MVI Live action on Thursday when the Charleroi Cougars take on Southmoreland in some ladies soccer. But until next time, I'm Alex Lyons saying thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Monday. Your final score, one final time, Frazier takes it 3-1 right here on MVI Live.